What is up, Reezy Ninjas? Welcome to this unannounced, unadvertised, late night live haul. This is going to be me going through some of the stuff that I purchased recently at Goodwill to sell on eBay. Now, if you know me, you know that my forte is books. I know a lot about books. I've been selling primarily books for the last 13 years, full time over 12 years. But I came from eBay. I used to sell anything and everything on eBay, including clothing. Not a ton of clothing. I basically didn't specialize in anything. If I specialized in anything, I would say electronics is what I knew about, like generally just from growing up being a video game kid or whatever. But then once I discovered books, obviously you sell books on Amazon, and so I left that world behind. Now, recently, I've been getting more into clothing, and probably because I know a lot of clothing resellers now through Instagram, through the Reseller Fam. Shout out to Nicole State, shout out to Posh Hanger, shout out to Vogue Squared, shout out to 10K on the Bay, shout out to Secondhand Swagger on Instagram, shout out to Travel and Thrift. All these people, if you guys don't know these people, you should look them up. They're all great people. Then you can learn a lot from them. Rally Roots, Steve Rakin, Glenn Hustler Hacks. There's a ton of people, and I learn a bunch of stuff from a bunch of different people. So I always want to be diverse and learn more things. And really, I don't know too much about clothing. I'm like a Dickies and a t-shirt guy. I've been wearing Dickies since 1996. Not the same pair, but literally just Dickies and a t-shirt and some skate shoes. That's all I wear. So I don't know too much about clothing. Obviously, I know about that Fuego, that Tommy for Your Mommy, of course, 90s style stuff, everything I wish I had when I was growing up that I never got, that I do have some of that stuff. And you might see me wearing some 90s Fuego once in a while. But other than that, I am super clueless, and I have to look up everything when I'm doing eBay research in a store. So I figured that as I'm learning, I would share with you guys. And if I'm helping you, or even if I'm not helping you, we can learn together and we can all come out better. Because really with clothing, it's so vast that you need to just develop your memory banks, your database in your head, to where you know all these kind of brands and styles and time periods and fashions of stuff that's worth money. Because otherwise you're going to spend your entire life looking everything up. It's not like books where you can just zip through and scan everything. Let me go over to the live chat and see how many people with alertifications actually showed up, because it is kind of late. It's 10:43 on the West Coast. So I don't expect there to be too many people over here in the chat. We got 14 people watching. That's pretty low. If you are watching, please smash the like button and maybe press the share button and send that out to Facebook or something. We got Nicole Pittman, Upscale Sales, Joseph Gallegos, Rise and Grind Picker, Sherpa T61, Cheryl Silver, 19 Sales, Adam Smith, Sharam S. We got Aerosmith Joe, Andrea Rise, Jay Clark, y'all, Mike Kelly, Enrica Garcias, Gabrielle Kaminsky. What's up, guys? Gabrielle, this is her first time watching. Shout out to Gabrielle. Sorry, I guess it might be Gabriel. I got these glasses on. Yeah, probably Gabriel. Sorry, guys. Sorry for crouching down. My computer is down there, and so is the mic. So I'm going to hold the mic up now. It sounds 10 times better when I hold it up. Excuse me for 2 seconds while I grab some stuff off the floor and put it onto a bin right next to me, and I'll show you guys what I found, what I paid for it, and what I think that I'm going to be able to sell it for on eBay. If I'm wrong, which there is a high likelihood that I'm wrong, because like I said, I don't know jack about clothing. I'm just barely learning. So just let me know if I'm wrong, and we'll get down on this. Mother's mustache up at 1:45 a.m. Dang. All right, hold on, guys. Here we go. I'm going to bend over and grab this clothing. Give me 2 seconds. Pause. I said I was going to bend over. Grabbing clothing. I didn't leave. Grabbing some stuff. Some stuffity stuff. Oh, come on. Don't be hating on me. Nothing wants to get balanced properly. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, I'm back, guys. So, first item that I got this vintage Pokemon backpack. This is, I believe, let me see. It's clear. So the back is clear, and then the rest of the backpack is like a translucent purple. Light goes through it. Really good condition. The zippers work and everything. Let me see if the tag has a date on it. It's made by Pyramid, obviously licensed for Nintendo and Pokemon. And there is no date on this, but I'm gonna say this is like early 2000s or something. I don't know if it quite qualifies as vintage, but it's pretty cool. I got this for $4 at the Goodwill, and I think I can sell this for at least $20. What do you guys think? Pokemon backpack? Yay? Nay? Let me see if I can get it to focus decent on this graphic. This graphic is pretty bad. I mean, pretty bad meaning good. All right, so that's a solid $10 profit, at least, something like that. Let's go. I don't want to go too straight into the fire, but I'll go slightly fire. So I got these Minnetonka leather boots. Minnetonka. This style of boot always sells really well. Minnetonka is a good brand. So I paid, these were $12, but it was half off color on the tag. So I actually only paid $6 for these boots. And I think these are going to go for $50 or $60. They're a little worn on the bottom, but I looked up comps and it didn't seem to be too much of a discerning factor on them. Otherwise, they look really good. If you're wearing these out to the hippie club, no one would notice. You look good. The hippie club, aka the TP. So that's probably a solid $40 of profit, something like that. Let me see what we got going on in here. Pokemon is kind of on the outs, though. Can't go wrong with purple and Pokemon. Those are festival all day long. All right, let's keep going on to the next one. So this one, a lot of this stuff too, my wife helps me with it because, I mean, if you see me pull a dress out, like I'm about to pull a dress right now, obviously Rosa had something to do with it because I don't know anything about dresses. Look, I have it upside down. I didn't even know it. So this is a black lacy dress. I believe it has a zip all the way down. And the brand is, let me get the tag. It is Guess by Marciano. It's a size 8. We paid $8 for this dress. And I do not know what this will go for, but I'm guessing $25, maybe $40. What do you guys think about this black lacy? It's in really good condition. Guess by Marciano. Good one. All right, guys, I'm learning with you, so you guys got to help. You gotta help me out here. Let's go on to another one. So I hate it when I find really cool stuff and then it's kids sizes, because I know, even though I'm not that educated, I know that if it's a kid size, it's probably not going to sell for as much because people aren't willing to flash out the cash for their kid to have the cool gear as much as they are for themselves. So let's go to the next one here. I got this vintage, I'm going to say 1980s Spider brand ski jacket. You can tell by the colorways, this is obviously vintage 1980s. You go see if I can get you guys a good view of the tag here. I got to work on that. Not easy to get you guys a good view of the tag here. Anyways, so this was Was this $8? Yeah, we didn't pay too much for this. So I think this will go for 25, maybe a little more. Again, if I don't make money on this stuff, I'm going to learn a lesson. Right, guys? That's the main thing. So you either win or you learn. There's no losing as long as you're leveling up from your mistakes, because a mistake is good as long as you learn from it. If you make mistakes and you don't learn from it, that's very bad. But if you make a mistake and you learn from it, that's valuable. Mistakes are very valuable. So we're going to move on to the next one. But that's a kid's jacket, guys. So remember that. That's from the kids store. Let's see. I got this one today. I gotta get a better setup. I never broadcasted standing up before. So this piece cost me $4.29. This is a LL Bean all wool sweater with the halfway zip called the Worcester sweater. I would say it's somewhat ugly, cream. I don't know how to describe this sweater. Maybe you guys can help me how I would list this. Check it out though. So the brand is LL Bean. Let me show you the tag. It says on here, it says 100% worsted wool. Worsted wool. I have no idea what worsted wool means. Come on. Almost focused for you guys. Worsted wool. I briefly looked up some of the comps, and I think this will go for $30 to $40. I'm not sure. To me, it seems like a great holiday edition, but I did note that some of them were listed as being made in Ireland, and this says straight up made in Hong Kong on the tag. So I don't know about this one. Maybe $30, but I got it for $4. So figure it's a good dice roll. Nordic Fair Isle cream ugly Christmas sweater. People love those Nordic sweaters. Going for 40. Good. Glad to hear that. Definitely glad to hear that. Okay. Got a couple LuLaRoe pieces here. Check this out. These are kids leggings. It just says tween on the tags, and I paid $2.99 for these. I don't know how to look up LuLaRoe by the pattern. I don't think you can look it up by the pattern, right? It's just by the cut, and then you're lucky if you find the pattern name. If you know the names of any of these pieces or the patterns and can help me out, please comment down below. That would really help me out and save me some time. Check it out, though. I'm going to show you this LuLaRoe and then another LuLaRoe dress right after this. Pretty simple, little tweenager. Probably would fit me because that's what size I am, tweenager. And then this dress, this is a LuLaRoe dress. So I can't get it all the way in the frame, but it's pretty much just like a semi-flared, straight, long shirt with arms. I was talking to Nicole, and she told me it was something. Let me check my messages real quick. This is a Julia, possibly. What do you guys think? Julia? I know absolutely nothing about LuLaRoe. Me either, mothers. Right now, fam, focusing on sweaters and jackets. Winter is here now. Jump on all the deals now, post now, so when the weather changes, your items are already bought and listed. Zenflip says Lula has bad runs. The ones that got them sued do not sell well, and you got to look super close for rips because they're super thin. Thank you for that tip, bro. New York thrifter would know. Relic Picker said, surprised to see a clothing haul from Reezy. This is not my first one. This might be my second clothing haul. This might be my second one. Vintage V-neck. All right, hold on. Here we go. Coming with some more mild sauce. I'll finish off nice, though. Trust me. see, what did I pay for this? I paid $6.49 for this piece, which is a little more than I wanted to pay, and I couldn't find any exact comps on this, but this is a vintage Esprit velvet red vest. Let me show it to you guys. I think it might go for like 25, maybe a little more. So it's like satiny on the back and velvet on the front with this like leafy, flowery pattern. And it does have all the buttons. Check the tag real quick. I'm assuming that can sell for around 25. I paid $6 for it, so maybe $10 to $15 profit. Again, I'm not 100% on this. I pretty much suck at eBay and clothing, so I'm learning. But it is fun to me, and that's one thing that I know for sure is that scanning books is not fun. It's not like a treasure hunt. It's cool when you find a book that's worth 20, 40, 50, 60, 80, $100. That's the baby's lunch, but it's not a treasure hunt. It's not like you're going through all this stuff and you find the diamond in the rough because of your knowledge. You know, it doesn't require knowledge, really, not so much. It's totally different, guys. And I do love the thrill of the hunt. So I love picking for different pieces and finding stuff. Let's go. So here's a really cool piece that I found today. Let's see. It's Esprit runs small. eBay keeps the hunt alive. Question, who would be the best wholesaler for baby clothes products? I have no idea. Check this out. This has got to be from the 70s, guys. Let me know what you think about this. This is Biba brand, B-I-B-A. But look at this thing. It's like a super long, like 1970s Charles Manson follower dress. Look at the sleeve details. Look at the shimmery stuff. Or the shimmery embroidery applique. Not really shimmery, but it's just wild style. Anyways, this is obviously I couldn't find any comps for this because it's super old. And I paid $6.49 for this. I'm hoping to at least get 25 for this, maybe much, much more. I have no idea. Yeah, it's a straight tunic. I love sourcing for eBay. Biba is a brand that is still made. Tunic, dance party. Charles, please put Charles Manson on the listing. No, I definitely won't. Hippie death smock. You think that's a newish shirt? Are you sure? The construction of this feels really old. Again, I'm not an expert, but I guess now that you said it could be newish, and I'm looking at the tag definitely, the style threw me off, but now that I'm looking at it and I look at the tag, like if it was from the 70s, the tag probably wouldn't be that nice still, right? But I don't know if you guys can see the light shining through the fabric at all, but it is a certain type of fabric that just reminds me of old stuff, like from the 70s, the way the fabric is. I'm not going to put it on. Cool. Thank you, guys. If you guys have any information for me, send it to me on Instagram or put it in the comments after the video posts. Now, this one's pretty cool. I paid $6.49 for this. This is a Robert Graham button-up. And I wouldn't have even known what this brand was or anything except for Secondhand Swagger had posted about these on his Instagram a while back, and I saw it. So here's the inside detail on the collar. You can see the label, Robert Graham. And then there's more detail on the inside where the buttons are. And then again, Robert Graham on the tag on the button area, whatever you're going to call it. And here's the cuffs. When you flip the cuffs, got those baller flipped out cuffs. So I am learning, guys, and it's super, super cool. So I paid $6.49 for this, and it's a 5XL. And unless I'm mistaken, like when stuff's really big, you can get better prices for it, right? Because there wasn't as many made. Like if you're 5XL and you want this Robert Graham shirt, you're gonna have to buy it from Reezy because that's it. So I think this is gonna go from like 30 to 100. I'm not sure. I think it will be on the higher side because of the size, but I was pretty stoked about that. Pretty stoked about that. French cuffs is what it's called. Awesome. Nice, nice. It's a 5XL. I'm not even joking, guys. It's a 5XL. This is like the Hulk could wear this. And then I'm going to finish off with the best item. The best item. So I've had this item for a few weeks, and I already washed it, and I took the tags off, but this was $10. And I love it when I find something that I'm like, oh, this is fire. And then you check the tags, and at the Goodwill, at least where I live, they print the date that the item was put on the floor on the tag. The day it was price tagged is the date is on the tag. So you're looking at it and you're like, oh, this is fire. And then you see the date on the tag and it's the day you're in the store or the day before. So you know it hasn't been on the floor for very long. And that only lends more credibility to, without even looking it up, you saying, oh, yeah, this is fire, especially for someone like me that doesn't really know so much. But check this out. So this is a Polo Sport zip up. Polo Sport zip up on the back with the spell out, baby, with the flag. Come on, quit getting tangled up in my headphones. And it got the zipper across the front. I don't even know, what is this, a pocket in the front of your jacket, I guess? I never had anything like this. Is this the Velcro cuffs? Velcro cuffs. Anyways, yeah, so this is $10, and I think this is going to go for like $75, maybe 100. I'm not sure. This is probably the best thing that I got. I actually looked up comps for this, and there was a $75 comp and a $100 comp that said accepted best offer for this item. Anyways, pretty stoked on that because I never find like the Tommy spell out or the cool polo. Like I find polo and I'm like, oh, polo, and I look it up and it's worth like $10, so pretty stoked to find that. So I guess Polo Sport is good, or at least this one's good because it has a big spell out. It's called Kang Pockets. Don't quote me though. Don't quote me, boy, because I ain't said. Anyways, that's it, guys. That's all the clothing haul that I got. What was the best thing that I got, in your opinion, that you guys would be happy to find? Obviously, I would say it would be the polo that I just showed you, the Robert Graham shirt, and the Minnetonka boots. Those three pieces right there could be like $200. So $200 in revenue for three pieces that I paid, what was it, 12, no more than like $25 for total. Pretty awesome. Melissa says the guest dress. What do you think that's going to go for, Melissa? I have no idea because I couldn't find a comp for the exact dress. But I mean, I know it, like, is this type of dress made on a machine or what? Because it's pretty intricate. Now that I'm looking at it, I see like a little rip right here maybe. Oh, God. What do? Just tie it up, cut it off? Wow. I wonder if there's a bunch of defects. Now that I'm at my house looking at it under a light versus the Goodwill light, it looks a lot different. Also, I have sunglasses on, so. Stuff like little defects like this or this definitely makes me wonder. I guess all I could do is just note the defects and take good pictures of them and hope for the best. But definitely got some defects. If you guys can see it on the back right here. Here and here. I guess that's another thing that I have to learn about is that it's not like a book where it's easy to inspect for the quality on site. Sometimes you're probably going to get home and then find a stain that you didn't see before, or a rip you didn't see before, or a hole, or something. But I guess that's all part of the learning curve, right, guys? Yeah, Goodwill lights suck for seeing the detail. Distressed, homie. Some female will still buy it. Count on it. Yeah, I can't wait so that when I do list this stuff, which I'm going to hopefully get it all listed tomorrow, and I'll share the link in my store or whatever in my Instagram for you guys. But then as it starts selling, I'll be able to share it on Instagram. And then once I like sell enough stuff per week, I'll probably start doing a like, this is what I sold on eBay in the last week. So hopefully I hope to get to the point where I can do like one video a week, what sold on eBay. Because I don't know about you guys, but for me, those are some of my favorite videos to watch because you get to see, you get to learn just from seeing what sold and what it sold for. So I'll try not to draw those videos out too much. I want to do them like, maybe I'll do them a standard format where I talk about the items and then go through it. And then at the end of the video, right before it ends, I'll do like a fast recap, like, boom, this dress bought for $6, sold for 45. This thing bought for $3, sold for 45. This thing bought for $3, sold for 45. Whatever, like real quick, so you can see it in like 1 minute. You could learn everything in 1 minute. Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't have a ton of time to watch videos. I actually prefer to read books because I can read them much faster than if I was watching videos. Polo sells well for me. Big block letters is a plus. It'll probably sell quickest, but who knows? Mother's Mustache said, advice on selling clothes. I only sell the stuff I can somewhat understand and relate to. The polo jacket is $29.95 on eBay Live. Damn, are you serious? Buy it now or auction? Relic Picker says, been selling tons of shoes lately, mostly comfort, ortho, diabetic, work type shoes, sell for big money. Relic Picker says thermal printers sell fast too. Of course they do. Awesome. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you for joining me on this video, checking out what I bought recently to sell on eBay, what I paid for it, what I hope to get for it. And I am very excited to get the stuff listed. And like I said, do a recap video letting you guys know what it sold for. If there's any questions you guys have about this stuff or about anything, please put a comment down below. And if you guys are interested in picking up a Reezy Resells water bottle, there should be a link for that below as well. They're $25 plus shipping, limited edition of 120. They are, it's basically a hydro flask. It's double wall stainless insulated with a straw and a flip top lid. So it's not like a Boosie quality. It's a good quality. They're limited to 120 and there's about 90 left. I do hand number and sign them, and I would love to see you staying hydrated with a Reezy Resells bottle. Until next time, guys, if you ain't flipping or learning about flipping, you're slipping.